Hey, Walt, you know when you were freaking out about the fly in the lab? I think you'd be a little more interested to know what's under your feet.
Hey guys, it's Dan, your host of D Interviews, and today I'm back for another video for Better Call Saul. This one is going to be doing my review for the mid-season premiere and the premiere of the final batch of episodes of the series. This one is my review for Season 6, Episode 8, titled Point and Shoots.
Today, this one's going to be doing another video for Better Call Saul, and in today's video, we're going to be doing our review for the very first episode of the final 6 episodes of the entire series of Better Call Saul. This is my review for Season 6, Episode 8, titled Point and Shoot. Holy shit. Holy shit. So, this is a absolutely insane episode. This was a absolutely out of this world episode. So this is going to contain major spoilers. If you have not watched the mid-season premiere for Season 6 of Better Call Saul, I will kindly ask you right now to click off this video. Do not watch it because there's a lot of things that go down in this episode and there's a lot to unpack here. So, let's just get right into it. We are back for the final 6 episodes. We have witnessed the first episode back, and I think not only did we witness an insane episode, I think we've witnessed the best episode of this entire series. I don't think I've been this on edge with an episode of, Better Call Saul since Breaking Bad. I mean, honestly, this was a just on the edge of your seat, not knowing what's going to happen every 2 seconds, even though you kind of do know what happens because of Breaking Bad, but they somehow keep the mystery and the tensity going. And that's the brilliance behind what this show is, And the fact that a prequel can make someone this on edge is something that is just absolutely insane. But it does it. I mean, yet again, it absolutely does it. So let's get started from the beginning to the end, and then we'll talk about it. So we get started. We got a cold open, as usual. We've got the beach. We've got some shoes kind of in the sand, in the water, and stuff like that. And we don't know it at first, but obviously by the end of the episode, we know what this is about. That is them staging the Howard death, making it seem like he, killed himself, basically. And it's, attempted suicide or whatever, just so it, covers the rest of them, right? So after the intro, we're right back where we left off. We've got Howard that's laying there dead on the ground, and you've got, Lalo that basically, tells them what he wants from them, and he makes them sit down as you've got Howard that's just laying there, and he basically tells them, I want you to go kill Gus. That's your mission. And at first, he wants Jimmy to go ahead and do it. He wants Jimmy to, take a gun, go to the house, open up the door, knock at the door. The guy that looks like a librarian will open up the door, and then, you'll be able to kill him, right? And Saul, Jimmy basically decides that, in order for Kim's, safety, he actually thinks that it's a better idea to send her, to give her a chance to get out, And so that's exactly what they do. And Kim doesn't want to do it, but Jimmy thinks that it's the best idea. So they decide to send Kim to go kill Gus. Yes, to just straight up go to his house, shoot him in the head, and expect to get away. And that's the one part of the plan that Lalo, he thinks of everything, He's going to take the attention away from him. He's going to have Kim go there, do this, and, he can kind of slip in and do what he does, It's absolutely insane. But she is, tasked to go ahead and do this, and she goes off. She's on her way to go kill Gus. And you've got Jimmy that's tied up, and, Lalo's like, all right, let's figure out what we're going to do with you. And he decides to tie him up, turn the TV way up loud so they can't, hear him, obviously. And, he basically just goes out and, his job is done, basically. So you've got Kim that's driving. You've got the cops that kind of are like, next to her when she's at the light, which kind of tells me that was like her last shot to be able to kind of save herself in a way. and she didn't approach the cops. She didn't do it. She just kept on going and made it seem like everything was okay. So she shows up to Gus's house, and this, I was like on the edge of my seat. I was like, what the fuck is about to happen? So she grabs the gun, right, out of the glove compartment. She walks up to the house, big build-up, and might I add, the music in this scene was fucking phenomenal. I love the music in that scene. And she walks up to the house, she rings the doorbell, she pulls out the gun, she's ready to kill Gus, and Mike and the guys get her. Now, they, basically make her sit down, they ask her what she was there for, and Mike is like, what were you coming here to do? And they find out, as she tells them, that I was here to kill Gus. But they literally have a fake Gus standing there just so they can get the information they want from her, as Gus is watching this over the cameras, right? So I do like the part where Kim even, tells, like, Mike, she's like, look, you said you were watching us. You said you had us protected. Like, where were you? Where the hell were you? And Mike just walks off. He's like, because the thing is, she's right. He wasn't watching them. And obviously, now they got to go deal with Lalo, who's at, Jimmy's apartment. So that's craziness right there. So basically, you've got Jimmy that does, try to kind of escape. You've got Mike and them that go check on Jimmy. They're about to go there to kill Lalo, but Lalo isn't there anymore. So Mike unties Jimmy, and he basically asks him, where he went. And, that's that. Lalo gets away, and this is what ends up happening, right? You've got the laundromat in this one. You've got Gus that shows up, and, with some of his guys and stuff like that. And this is when I was just so on the edge of my seat. They enter. Then you've got Lalo that went in there beforehand. And you've got Gus's men that get annihilated right away. They get straight up annihilated. And they're killed. You've got Lalo versus Gus, one-on-one. And he humiliates Gus. He, films him. He, really drags out his death. And basically, he does shoot Gus. But Gus is wearing the armor that we saw previous to the, earlier in the season. So obviously he's protected. And they go down there in the, not quite made yet lab. So obviously we saw this really weird and kind of like, crazy scene earlier in season 6. Which I was kind of wondering what this was kind of leading to, where you had Gus a few episodes back that was kind of like setting up a gun, and he was like setting up all this stuff. Well, now we know why he was doing that. Now we know 100% why he was doing that. And little did we know it was actually a setup to Lalo's death. So, yes, we have the confrontation. He does, speak his, final words to Lalo, if you will, which were absolutely amazing, by the way. And he says, nope, not yet. I'm not dying yet. This is not my time. So he makes it go dark so Lalo can't see him. He grabs the gun. He points and shoots, which is the name of the episode. And he actually gets Lalo. He shoots and he kills Lalo. And for God's sakes, man, this guy, he dies with a damn smile on his face. Of course he does. So that was insane, bro. That was absolutely insane. And Gus, once again, has just impressed me again. I mean, he shot him point blank in the fucking dark. I mean, what the hell is this? Like, seriously. Absolutely incredible, incredible scene. So, yeah, Lalo is dead, guys. He is dead, and thanks to Gus, Lalo is done. Mike wasn't even anything there to, he had nothing to do with it. Gus dealt with it on his own. And that's it. That's the end of Lalo. So, Lalo was a phenomenal villain. I mean, an absolutely phenomenal villain. But that was one hell of an exit. Absolutely incredible. And I loved how they set up him, putting that gun down there a few episodes ago. And now it comes back. That was just incredible. So, then you've got kind of the aftermath. You've got Kim that does go back with Jimmy. They're going to be okay. Mike, asks them, like, if anybody asks about Lalo, you don't know anything. Act like you don't know what happened to Lalo, which also connects to Breaking Bad when he was captured by Walt and Jesse in the first episode, and he asks them, are you working for Lalo? It's because he has to act dumb. Like, they tied that in so perfectly. It's not even funny. And Mike basically says, like, you know what, you guys are going to go back to your normal, regular lives if they can. And that's crazy. So they get a new fridge. They basically, dump Howard's body out, and they bury both Lalo and Howard in the bottom of the lab. And the entire time in Breaking Bad, the fuckers were literally cooking meth in there while they were buried underneath. I mean, what the fuck? Like, what the fuck? So, this was a incredible episode. This was easily my favorite episode of the entire series. The way they tied things in, the final confrontation with Lalo, Gus, Kim, the fucking Mike. I mean, oh, wow, 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 wow. So, this is easily getting a 10 out of 10. I love this episode. This was absolutely incredible. And now I want to hear from you guys. We've got 5 episodes left. We've only got a few episodes to remain. What are you guys expecting? What the hell is in store for these final few episodes? I want to hear predictions. I want to hear theories down in the comment section below. And that is it for this video, guys. So, of course, guys, if you're new here, make sure to click that subscribe button so you don't miss any of my videos for the Walking Dead and Breaking Bad franchise. Make sure to follow me on Dan's The Walking Dead reviews on Instagram, guys. And, of course, I'll see you guys really soon for another video for Better Call Saul. Enjoy the rest of your day, guys, and peace out.